I hit live.
Hey, hey. Welcome to the Spit or Swallow Beer Review. I'm Jammer.
And I am Shagdog. Somebody's crying about that. Somebody cried when I mentioned my name.
And then they scream because they realize it's Shagdog. We're in our Falltoberfest, which encompasses Oktoberfest and Halloween. All those great, wonderful things that creep and crawl at night, but also have tents and beer inside them.
Yes, Jammer. We're doing Ace Pumpkin Cider this time. Ace Cider by the California Cider Company. On Untapped, it gets a 3.49 out of 5. It's a limited fall cider. We use fresh pumpkin juices, cloves, cinnamon, and nutmeg to create a refreshing yet warm and holiday beverage.
May I interject here for a moment,
Go
Shagdog?
ahead. Go ahead.
I just thought of why Halloween came about.
How's that?
It's because they had Oktoberfest. And during Oktoberfest, people got drunk, would pass out, land on the ground, crawl around, puking. They look like monsters, right?
Right.
So I think that's what how it came about. These people turned into monsters as they were drinking, puking and doing all hurting,
Yeah.
moaning and all that stuff. And to explain it away to the kids, they said, "Oh, it's Halloween, little shag doggy. It's a Halloween. This is
The
when the
monsters.
monsters come out."
Could be. And then they got scared, so then to make it nice, they, oh, well, trick or treat. Monsters are nice at Halloween.
Yeah,
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 we're going with candy.
yeah. They're nice until they can get you in the house and
Yeah.
slit your throat. Oh, sorry,
Now, this is 150
and go
calories.
Jeffrey Dahmer all over you.
That's all I can read on that, though.
Oh, it says right here, our cider makers have developed a seasonal cider with pumpkin allspice for the fall. The cider is crisp with subtle aromas of pumpkin, ideal for Halloween and Thanksgiving, which is traditionally cider time. Enjoy. Apple, natural flavoring, spices, malic acid, sulfite preservative.
That's the good thing about the cider. Is at least they put some ingredients on there, right?
Yeah, hey, and look at that. I don't know if you can see it right there. Ace. Yeah. Awesome, huh?
Ace Ventura, Ace Hardware, and the great heavy metal song Ace of Spades.
Yep. You got to know when to hold them and when to fold them.
Oh, was that really crackling that loud? Wow. When you poured it, I heard crackling. Yeah, it's crackling.
Oh, I smell the allspice and the pumpkin, a little apple.
Yeah,
Almost, almost
cinnamon,
sour. Yeah,
a little
cinnamon in
cinnamon.
there.
You might have an
Yeah,
old one from last year.
yeah. The color, yellow to golden. Not any
Yeah,
different from what you would
yellow
expect
gold,
from a
maybe a
beer or a cider.
tint of orange, maybe.
Yeah,
Yellow gold, tint of orange. Yeah,
mine's more yellow to. I guess there is some little, you know, glimpses
yeah,
into it depending on how you look at it.
yeah.
Yeah, yeah. I'm interested in seeing how this one tastes because I do smell the allspice, the cinnamon, the apple, pumpkin kind of smells.
Yeah,
Picking that up. All right, I'm
yeah,
excited. Unless you have
yeah.
something else to share
I'm
about
ready.
it.
I thought we maybe did this one before because the label looks familiar, but I'm not really sure. But it might have been on the old channel. Who
Well,
knows?
when we did our cider fest or whatever you want to call it, what was it, Cidertopia? I don't
I
know.
don't know.
Hey, that may be a good one right there. Cidertopia.
Cybertopia, yeah.
Yeah. Be feeling like we're in another
Or maybe,
universe.
or maybe cider porn.
Huh? Cider
Cider
porn?
porn, yeah.
Yeah. Fest.
Fest. Cider
Cider
porn
porn fest.
fest. Yeah, there you go.
Then everybody would tune in thinking there's going to be a bunch of sex going on with cider being poured over top of
Yeah.
people.
Or people get apples thrown at
Man,
them.
I'm gonna get that niche market, and I'm gonna create that adult channel
A very small niche market.
where people are gonna watch other people having sex while cider's being poured all over them,
Yeah.
and they're drinking it, pouring it inside themselves.
I think the market might grow a little bit once you get established.
I think so. I think we'll grow, we'll become very popular, and then they'll wonder, how did you have the insight to that? And I'm gonna say, from my good and dear friend Shagdog.
Yeah, and you can have an orchard. Call it Orgasm Orchard.
Or the Orchard of Orgasms.
Right.
Orgasm Orchard. Yeah, I like that one better.
Or the Orchard of Orgasms. Yeah.
The Orgasm Orchard, where the orchard. What did I say? Orchard of Orgasms?
Orgasm Orchard. And you said orgasms. Wait, I can't remember.
Orchard of Orgasms.
You just said backwards, whatever else.
See how I switch it up? I just change it a little bit.
And then you confused me of who said what first.
All right. Cheers.
All right. Cheers. Now that we're 7 minutes in, also. It's a cider.
Yeah, it's a cider. I like cider. But this one does, even though I still taste the apple, it's there. It's hard to get away from the apple because that's like the main ingredient in most ciders, you know.
Yeah.
But there is a pumpkin flavor in there, and it's kind of almost creamy.
Mm.
And I get that cinnamon and I get that allspice. It's actually a pretty darn good pumpkin cider for the ones that I've had, which aren't too many.
Yeah. I'm still not a big fan of any type of ciders. It's something different though, a little pumpkin cider besides plain.
You got to get
apple.
past, yeah. You got to get past that vinegary type smell, and at first,
yeah. Well, even the taste is almost like the mouthfeel of a vinegar. You know, like distilled vinegar or something.
Yeah.
It's not bad though. I mean, for cider.
Yeah, we had last year's cider. That's what it is. Yeah.
It's not really
Ace has
heavy.
yeah. No, it's not heavy at all.
Ace is the place.
And you know, one of the things about it is most of these ciders, they're so sweet. They give you that like gagging type sweetness, mouthfeel.
Ooh.
This one isn't bad. I still get a little frothy, but it's not as bad as a regular cider or anything.
Yeah, and this one's gluten free and no sugar added.
And still yet, it's 150 calories.
Mm-hmm.
But I will say, they've been around for a while, since 1993. So, 30 years, right?
Yeah. So what year? 93?
Yeah.
Yeah, 30 years. 30 years. Wow.
And I've seen them around, and they've been, you know, I've seen them sell quite a bit, and they've had other different flavors. I mean, they have tried different things, you know. So I give it to Ace, limited release craft cider. So this is a limited release for the season. be sure to get out there and try it if you like pumpkin beers or cider for that matter.
Yeah.
Let us know what you think. Drop us a comment, a line.
Right. So I guess all that sugar is from the apple or pumpkin or whatever they add in there because it's 11 grams of sugar in it. No added sugar, so anything extra. So it must be all from
Yeah.
the apple or pumpkin, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah. And here they are, right? They say 1 serving per container.
Oh. I mean,
Like it used to be. At one time, a 12-ounce drink was considered 1 serving, but also was considered 2 servings at one time.
Oh, really?
Back in the 30s and 60s, like for sodas and stuff, it was considered 6 ounces was considered a serving.
Mm. Oh.
So
Well,
right back then, they were smarter than we are today. Because back then they were like, oh, well, that's just a sugary drink. 6 ounces enough.
right.
Don't drink any more of that. But no. What do? We go out and increase it to 16-ounce bottles, and then we didn't just stop there. We went 20-ounce bottles, and then hey, at the fountain drinks in the convenience store, let's get a 64-ounce.
Oh, yeah. Oh, you skipped the 48. Wow. You know, right?
I skipped the 32 and the 24, the 32, and
48.
44, 48. Yeah. I went right to the 64.
Yeah.
And people buy that every day and drink it.
Man, I know people. Man,
I know individuals that would drink a 64-ounce soda 2 or 3 times a day.
This man I work with, he carries I don't know how many 2 liters he drinks a day, but he carries a 2 liter around with him at work, drinking that shit. That would do or something, you know.
I used to when I was back in the day a kid and I was doing stocking and stuff like that. I remember I would buy a 2 liter of soda, and I may finish it or I may get 3/4 of the way down and take the rest home with me during my shift. And I did that for a while, and I said, "What the hell am I drinking this shit for?" And I stopped drinking it.
I don't really drink too many sodas. I usually drink 1 soda a day. Sometimes 2 on one of my days off, maybe.
Yeah, that's still too many.
Yeah, that's true.
You get enough of carbohydrates and sugar from the beer that you drink.
Yeah. You'll have that.
What kind of grain?
Oh, yeah. You know, it's not really that great. It's kind of just whatever, you know. That's a cider, apple pumpkin, a little bit of cinnamon, allspice. Not overwhelming on anything. A little sweetness lingers there for a little bit, middle of your tongue, roof of your mouth. I don't know, dripping down from the roof of my mouth. I give it for what it is, a cider, a B minus and a swallow.
I'd have to give it a straight up B and a swallow because it has that pumpkin flavor. And I'm not saying that it's super strong or anything, but it's there. And it's almost like a creamy flavor to me.
Yeah. I get more of a creamy mouthfeel than a flavor, per se.
Yeah. Maybe that's what I'm thinking. Creamy mouthfeel with them. But I do pick up the cinnamon and maybe a slight bit of nutmeg in there, allspice.
Yeah, but it's very minute. It's not like the allspice is going to kill you or anything.
No, you know, that's the thing. Most pumpkin beers and ciders, they'll pour on the spice.
Yeah.
And then it doesn't taste anything pumpkin.
Yeah, it's like just mostly allspice and a little bit of cinnamon. You can barely taste the pumpkin. Mm-hmm. So much damn allspice in there.
But this was enjoyable.
Yeah.
Once I wrapped my mind around the vinegary flavor and smell, which some ciders are associated with that, you know.
Right. Yeah. I mean, next year I'll be looking. Next time I buy pumpkin beer, make sure it's not a damn cider. You know? So I bought 3. I got 2 that first time, and then So I still got one more cider to go. When I went shopping the second time, I picked up another one thinking it was a beer.
Here's the thing about it, Shagdog. If you remember, we had a whole series of cider videos.
Yeah, I didn't like it either.
I can tell you this much: our sugar levels was way up that time.
And the calories we took in that day,
Mm-hmm.
drinking like 12 freaking ciders or 14 ciders,
Mm-hmm.
whatever hell it was.
Uh, yeah, it was crazy, and we did that a couple of times and had a whole long series of them. But the thing about it is an alcoholic beverage, and people who drink ciders sometimes drink beer and vice versa.
Yeah. And there's a lot, I mean, I think ciders are big for women. There's some men who drink ciders probably too, but I say a lot of women, that's what they go to, these White Claw type things, ciders, sour beers.
Anything that is sweet, most women go to.
Yeah, sweet or sour, yeah. Yeah, because there's surprisingly there's a lot of women I met that like sour beers, and there's one I even met that like Belgian beers. I was like shocked because I hate Belgian beers more than ciders or sours.
Well, my wife liked that monkey one,
Called the monkey, golden monkey,
golden monkey.
Yeah.
She drank almost half of the beer that I had one day at home.
Oh,
I
interesting.
pulled it out because I was cooking, and you know that's like 9.5% alcohol,
Yeah.
and so she's drinking it. She goes, "That's not bad," and then she drank a little bit
Yeah.
more, drank a little bit more.
Drank about half the can.
Yeah, about half
So
my
did,
beer that I poured out for
so did you
myself.
get lucky later?
If I remember correctly, yeah.
Yeah, it might have helped.
I have to keep the golden monkey around, right?
Oh,
Nah, but what the thing about it is that women they normally will drink wines and wines are usually 10, 15%
yeah.
alcohol.
And a cider mouthfeel and taste a little bit more towards wine than it is beers, So yeah, that's why women might drink some ciders.
Yeah, if you didn't have the carbonation in this, it would taste more like a wine. Yeah,
Yeah, because that just the sourness of it, the part.
it's fruity.
Yeah, like an apple wine.
Yeah,
Nobody made a song about that yet. Maybe we should.
apple
Apple
wine.
wine. I choked on the seeds. Yeah,
You choked on the seeds.
yeah, the apple seeds.
I could see it now. People be jumping in, and when you say that again, jumped on the.
Jump
Sing
on
it,
what? Apple wine choked on the seeds.
men.
Then what?
You choked on the.
They just said it too late.
Say it again.
No, I'm not going to say it again.
I said it perfect timing on my side of the world.
Oh.
The delay may have been for your what you call it.
We'll see how it turns out later.
But I can tell you right now, if you were singing it, they would say men at the end of that. So
Yeah.
you have to change that.
Yeah.
You spread the seeds.
Yeah, okay. That might be better.
That made her wine. Oh, apple.
Yeah.
Apple of my eye.
Apple. Oh, boy. Well, we got plenty more beers to do. We bought a bunch. I bought a bunch. Jammer bought a bunch. We only got these couple, like 4, I think, of the same. We got another Halloween one, but we're going to save that for Halloween. So the rest of the beers that we do the next 2 are totally different Oktoberfest pumpkin beers. So we got 2 more to do the same of. Yeah.
All right, let's do that. And then if we venture out from any further,
Yeah.
yeah.
We'll be
All right.
Maybe
Thanks
the
for
next one.
watching, commenting, subscribing, liking, and sharing. If you have tried this Ace Pumpkin Cider and you have any kind of comments about it or questions about it, give us a little comment down below. Let us know what you
All right.
thinking. We might be able to converse if Shagdog is moderating it.
Yeah, we'll see you on that next one. It's gonna be a good one, I think. This next one.
Yeah, I'm getting to feeling it here. I
We'll
feel.
see. But,
Well, yeah.
yeah. All right, we'll see you on the next one.
Jammer.
Shagdog, Spitter
Spit or
Swallow
swallow beer
Review.
review. Goodbye now, Clarice.